Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever, said Mahatma Gandhi. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Seema Chhoriya, and I bring to you brand new, insightful episode on great principles today. Joining me in conversation is my vivacious guest, Mrs. Jasjit Kaur Jaggi, Principal, Doon International School, New Chandigarh. Let's hear it out from her. Welcome to Great Principles, ma'am. It's truly an honor to have you today with us.
Thank you so much, Seema ma'am. It's really an honor to be in this group.
It's really help us motivates us to hear your journey, and it's going to certainly benefit so many educators and parents out there. So let us begin from where it all started. So once upon a time, your fondness for children led you to your vocation, that is teaching, right? And this vocation allowed you to do two things: teach the children and be with children. So tell me, did your fondness for children help you for your teaching strategies too?
Definitely, Seema, definitely. See, I actually felt that I would be a good teacher when I just completed my post graduation and came back to my own hometown and my own school principal. I'm a product of Carmel Convent. So she came, I went to meet her. So she told, why don't you come on Monday and come on Monday. So I went to the school, and then when I got the first chance to enter this class as a teacher and the way the children welcomed, I had goosebumps at that time. That was the time I actually felt that there's some connect between me and the students. There's some connection. I gel well with them. I understand them, and my journey as a teacher started from there. And till date, I call myself a teacher. Though I have, this is the second time I'm heading an institution, but I'm a teacher who keeps learning continuously. I keep learning from a kindergarten baby to everybody and anybody I meet. This is how I my year. At times we say loving a child and understanding. Okay, we like the child, we like profession. So I'm a teacher by choice, not by chance. I never wanted to go into engineering. So I did my post graduation, and though I belong to an engineer family where all are engineers, but I wanted to be a teacher, and this is how I am.
Wow. So, yes, a lot of things to learn from students and kids, especially. So, tell me that one thing, one greatest lesson that students have taught you, that kids have taught you.
Oh, there are many lessons. If I have to quote one, the children, they take things at a stride, in the sense they're never depressed. Have you seen a child who's depressed? Even if any, for everything and anything, they have a smile on the face. This is what I have learned. We are facing any difficulty, whatever it is, they come to school, they meet us, they greet us, the smile on the face. I always say I need a happy school, and I try to make that happy school. Children are always happy. They are resilient. We became, as educators and the mature people, we learned resilience during this time. We learned how to change ourselves, but children, they adjust, adapt themselves to every situation. They are put inside and they come out with flying colors for that. So this is what I've learned from them: not to be scared of any situation, face it, and we have solution for every problem.
Absolutely. And I think this is the magic that children just, just mold themselves to any situation, whatever it is. It's we adults who think, how is child going to face this? But they actually just, dwell in so smoothly. And then they also set an example for us that we are fine. Don't worry about us. We will pass through this too. So, yes, a beautiful lesson, certainly. Moving ahead, ma'am, motivation. This helps children to overcome fear and build confidence. It provides them with strength to look ahead, move forward, and reach out to the next goal. So, tell me, you love teaching and you have been in this profession by choice. What would be your advice to the teachers out there? How can they keep their students to feel appreciated and supported and motivated?
Ma'am, who would not like validation? We at this age also would love when children come and appreciate us. So similarly, I keep telling my teachers also, appreciate the child. There's nothing called wrong. Teachers at times, they have the habit of saying this is wrong. I don't say this is wrong. Say, can we do it in this manner? See, it brings lot of change. I don't let my teachers use red pens in kindergartens. No. Use the color of the pen with the child feels: purple, pink, green, blue, yellow. It's okay. Because the moment we start coloring the books red, we can see that the confidence level of the child coming down. This is for every age group. Even when I check the lesson plans of the teachers and I tell them I'm using a red pen over here and I return it back, how do you feel? It's not only the children, it at every age group. And so when since that I'm heading the schools, I have to see that every level is being motivated, appreciated. It's only with the appreciation, motivation comes the willingness to work, and they give the 200%. And this is sure what I'm saying. So for me,
True.
I keep telling my teachers that if you are happy, you go and make a happy school. Keep appreciating for what they have done. Every child is good. You have to identify the talent in that child and appreciate. Child may not be good with academics, it's okay. Child doesn't like physics, so what? Maybe good in football, maybe good in shooting, maybe good in swimming. Appreciate. Tell you are very good there, but try to improve here also so that you don't fail. This is what I keep telling my children who are good with co-scholastic. I say once you go for Olympic games and all, and they're not able to speak English and not praising me, people are saying ma'am did not teach. So go be good in your academics as well. Similarly,
Yes.
for us also as women, if you see, I may be very good at cooking Indian, but I'm not good at cooking Mexican or Thai or Italian. So that does not tag me that I'm not a good cook. I'm not a good at kitchen. So similarly, I keep telling, and this is what I keep telling my teachers every time: appreciate the children, give stars. There's nothing, no harm in giving a star to a class grade 12 child also. He feels so happy. I tell you, next time he does the work on time. So we all want
Certainly.
validation.
Absolutely, ma'am. I completely agree with you, and I really love the point of using the color the child likes. Why red? I always remember my daughter asking me why teachers use this red pen and they just just make so many circles. I don't like that, and and I would then tell her you just try to improve and do better. Yeah, I think I might, and this was her answer. She was never motivated by seeing the red circles. Yes, and yeah, the stars do the magic. They certainly do. So very rightly said, and I think this is something that can be adopted by all the educators right there. Don't use red pens always. They truly demotivates. Try using the favorite color of the child. It's such a wonderful and beautiful tip that works as a therapy for the improvement of child. Great. So moving ahead in our conversation, ma'am, as we were talking about motivating our students, our leaders, our principal, our school founders, they also wants to be motivated and they also need some kind of appreciation. There are awards and rewards which go hand in hand so that they can just be appreciated and reach to their goal. So name a few ways on how can leaders stay motivated.
Yes. We see we need to self motivate ourselves and keep all validating and patting ourselves. But yes, for me, I keep myself motivated when I meet my children. The way they come and they hug you, the way they are comfortable with you, they share their views with these are my awards, which I cannot hang them on my wall, but I can always keep them, in my heart. And yes, I have few mentors, and I was blessed to work with the best of the mentors in the country. I worked with Mrs. Seema Malik, DPS principal. She was there, and recently she's just launched her book. And she called me to in the launch ceremony, and I had the honor of speaking about her. Similarly, Miss Deepa Dogra, she's again my mentor. Mrs. Guneet Bindra. I have two or three mentors where I till date, whenever I do something new or I want to do something new, I keep asking them. And then appreciation, I told you, validation at any level, and any age is it does miracles. And we are it adds it's just like a cherry on the cake actually. And you start, and awards and all nowadays, I think with so much of social media coming and so many groups and association educators coming together, we are being given awards and validation, acknowledgement. But the acknowledgement from my children, when they're calling you up after 6 years and saying, ma'am, see, this is what I have become, or ma'am, this is what I, that is the biggest achievement or award I think I get. I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Hearing your thoughts, ma'am, let me ask you one question which is out of this. So, this is the month of Women's Day, and we women are mothers too. When we become mother, we actually enter into the womanhood. But we mothers, actually, we work day and night, 24 by 7. And when you're working mom, the list just goes on. So, how does the working mom keep that spark going? How does she keep herself motivated? What is your women empowerment kind of a thing for our women out there?
Yeah, it's a big challenge for working mothers, no doubt in it, because to keep a balance between your home and your work is very difficult. And if you are heading a responsible post, then it's even more difficult at times, because if there's a PTM at your school, you cannot go and attend the PTM of your child. And it's a big issue at home then. The last time also you missed this time. So yes, we do face challenges, but I think as mothers we have that garam masala with us, the spice where we put it and we make sure that we're making our children happy. This is, I'll tell you, today is a Saturday. I had a PTM in my school and so many parents coming, and I had a PTM in my daughter's school as well. So when I'm going home tonight, I make sure either I take her out for a dinner or prepare something which is good. So this is how we need to balance. And I think working mothers with working mothers, the children also become independent and they try to understand our situation as well. It's not the children, the kindergarten children, people usually say, ma'am, nahi samajh. They will understand. They do understand. If we try to tell them, so this is the scenario, mama will come next time. So it's really a challenging job. It's really working. Mothers do face a lot of difficulty. But we need to come
Certainly.
out of it. I think we all are doing that wonderful job. It's some way or the other, either emotionally we blackmail our children, we cook for them, we shop for them, depending on the age group. We play with them, we spend our time with them whenever we are free, or we watch a nice movie with them. This is how we have to, isn't it? Yeah.
Right, right. And I really like the point where you mentioned that children automatically understand that, yes, mama is working and this is what I'm supposed to do. So, yes, I think being a mother doesn't stop you from your growth. You can manage everything, and we women are multitasking, right? We are that lioness who is ready to just do everything.
True.
So wonderful. And moving ahead to the rapid fire round now, you have to answer in one word or a sentence, ma'am. Here we will be going to know some fun facts about you. So let
Right.
us start by knowing about a funny incident of your life.
Funny incident? Many.
Uh-huh.
Funny incident, I don't remember any right now. See, funny incidents keep happening with the children. Yeah, once recently happened, I joined this school, and I was having a golgappa, and I had put that in my mouth, and a parent, good evening, ma'am. I was not able to understand. My mouth is all full. Aap half golgappa nahi khati, you have the entire in your mouth. This was the recent funniest incident I could face, and embarrassing also.
True. So our funny but weird incident happened with ma'am. So moving ahead to the next question, how do you spend your recreational time?
I either do a lot of cooking, which I love for my children. I told you also, this is the only way I can make my children happy. Or I listen to music. In case I have time and the weather is good, then I go out for long drives. I take my car and I go out, and this is how I enjoy my time. Yes.
And you like photography too, I suppose.
Yeah, I've learned that over a period of time. Otherwise, initially I never was so fond of it. But yeah, now with the smartphones and iPhones and everything, the Canon, the cameras and all, yes, I do a little bit, because this area is, I'm always been in cities. So now when I've come to Chandigarh and Rizarupur, there's so many farms, and so I do a little bit of that too. Yeah.
So photography did help you capture beautiful moments of life. Do you agree?
Yes, yes. Right. Not only now, right from the child your baby starts walking, the baby is born till, yes, it does. And when you look back into those memories, you relive them.
Certainly, and that is the most beautiful part of it. When you want them by, they are not tiny again, and I can just hold them in my arms once again. Yes, it is. I can totally relate to this. So, coming up to the next question, which outdoor activity takes you places?
Driving,
All right, so driving. Okay, what kind of cuisines interest your palate?
Chinese, I'm very fond of. And South Indian at times, yes.
What would be your advice to our students on choosing their friends?
See, friends, you choose from your heart, not from your mind. But then you should have a friend who tells you the truth on your face. If you're wrong, the friend has that guts to come and say, Here you are wrong. This is what I keep telling all my students, including my children, that your friend should have that right, should have that power to come and say this is wrong, and you should have that much faith in that friend to say, if the friend is saying this is wrong, means it is wrong. So this is one advice I keep telling my children, that you do not have to see a friend. A friend could be very rich, multimillionaire. A friend could be a poor, but then that's okay. You are friend means what? Friend means a person with whom you are comfortable. You enjoy being with that person. You are yourself when you are with your friend. A
Absolutely.
natural self. Yes.
And that is what we call the frequency match. You don't need to fake. It can be just, or very blunt on the face. I didn't like what you said, and this is what hurt me, or this was not right on your part. Yes. So this is a wonderful advice. This brings to me to the last question of this section. If you had the magic lamp and you got three wishes, what would be those?
First wish, no world war
Ah, yeah.
right now. Yes. Second would be to have happy children. Third would be to make sure that every child is educated, not in data, but actually, when I say educated, does not mean certifications. The child should know, should be skilled over here when I'm saying. I'm talking about that 21st century skills. The child should be skilled, should have some skill in the hands, so that they become job givers, not job seekers. So yes, these three things, and all. I told you I'm a teacher, so all these things are all related to my education. I live my children. I love them. Yeah.
Certainly. And ma'am, I live by this code that I look forward that my generation, the coming generation, should be the generation of job creators, not job seekers.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
this is what even I live by it. And I completely believe that if this happens, then there is no looking back. And that is why we are all are focusing on skills so much. That when you have the skills, you can earn in any condition. So that is what is required for a livelihood, right?
Right. And with the national education policy coming up, I think every school, everywhere, this is going to be a mandate. There were earlier some schools, few educators had this as mindset, but now with NDP, everybody. So one skill has to be given to the children.
Certainly. So it was very fun to know you in this segment. Now we have reached to the last question of the show, which is called Viewer's Choice Question. So my viewer says that schools are reopening and children are returning to their favorite place after a gap of almost 2 years. This marks not only the new beginnings but also the end of offline schooling. So is the pandemic effect going to dampen the fervor of restarting education?
No, not at all. I think pandemic restarting school itself is so bright. You talk to any teacher, any educator, the word restarting schools are coming back. It itself is so bright. And why would it dampen? Pandemic did not dampen it. See, we became resilient. We were able to accept the new normal. From offline classes, we converted ourselves to online classes, and we did wonderfully over there. Every school did to which the maximum level they could do. So why would it dampen? I don't understand. We are so equipped right now with all types of teaching methodologies, with the hybrid teaching coming up. I think now teaching is really very interesting and fun, because topics could be taken off online, and practicals could become we can have it in the school, right? So online and offline, there is no issue. Initially we talked about global citizens will make. Now we actually have all become that way, where in the IB schools children come with their laptops, their Wi-Fi campus. We're having all that. So I can't see anything. We are all and in Punjab we've already opened the school. So offline is definitely, and online also it's okay. There's nothing called dampening, and we teachers. I always call them the COVID warriors. Though we were not acknowledged anywhere, this is really saddening. This happening, but we are COVID warriors. We were able to have that minimum level of education reaching the children. At MLL, which I say minimum level of learning happening, and we made that happen. So it's always welcome. Children coming to school, running in the corridors.
Certainly, ma'am. But I completely agree with you that teachers, shined as the warriors during this tough time. They quickly switched and upskilled themselves with all the technology things, and they were fabulous. And yes, I must appreciate each one of them, and I just salute them, each one of them. Without them, we couldn't have imagined the future of our children. Imagine 2 years of non-learning. That was huge loss. And yes, it's because of the teachers our children saved the 2 years, two precious formative years of their lives. So a big huge applaud to our teachers out there. I truly appreciate whatever they did. They were fabulous and they will remain. And yes, whatever happens, technology can never replace teacher. This we have learned the tough time. Pandemic did teach us this. So it was great to know you, ma'am. It was great to understand your ideologies. Ma'am, you encompass positivity and thoughtfulness, which are the two pillars of leadership in the learning domain. I really feel blessed to have an opportunity to interact with you, and I'm sure my viewers have gained a lot today.
Thank you so much, Imam. It was equally, I enjoyed being with you. The questions and this is really, it was really good. Thank you.